What's up, one goodies? Welcome back to your girl channel. Today, your girl is going to be making some homemade donuts. Let me tell you something. You don't want to miss this video. If you have children, if you yourself love donuts, this is the video for you. So here I have some ingredients. I'm going to leave the ingredients in the description box. So I have my flour and my yeast proofing. So I just add the yeast to some warm whole milk, and I have my eggs and my sugar here. So I'm just gonna beat my eggs with my granulated sugar and my melted butter. So while you want to put the yeast aside to proof in your warm milk, you just go ahead and beat your granulated sugar with your melted butter, unsalted butter, and your eggs, and then you add that proof yeast. As you can see, it's frothy, and that's when you know it is good, it is active, and it is ready. So just give that a little stir in just to combine everything. So we have the wet ingredients now, and we're going to just add that to our dry ingredients, which is our flour, a little bit of salt. So I'm using all-purpose flour, and I added my salt to the all-purpose flour, and I also mixed that in very well. So we're going to gradually add our flour to the wet ingredients. So as you can see, I have my flour here. I didn't sift the flour, but if you want to go ahead and do so. So I had it a little bit, and then I'm just going to keep on adding until I have the consistency that I am looking for. So as you can see, this is where I'm at so far. I just added a little bit more. You need to have this sticky but stretchy consistency. So as you can see here, I'm trying to see if it's ready. It's not. It should not tear that easily. So I'm just going to continue kneading this. I'm going to remove it from the pan, put it on my counter, and knead it out properly. Continue kneading this until the dough is sticky or tacky, but it's not supposed to be ripping off like this. It's supposed to be stretching, so it's not ready yet. So I'm gonna continue kneading. It's almost there. As you can see, I pressed it down and it's bouncing back a little. So look at this, goodies. It's ready now. So what I'm doing, I'm just going to add it back to the pan with some cooking oil. So I lightly greased the pan with some olive oil, or you can use your vegetable oil. Cover this down with your dish towel and leave it in a nice warm place again to rise. So I dusted my counter here, goodies, and I have these good cookie cutters. You have to have this in your kitchen. So I'm using these two sizes, one for the hole in the donuts and one for cutting out the donuts itself. So after about an hour, as you can see, it's nice and poofed, and I'm just going to remove some of the air out of the dough. So I'm just pressing down on that just to get rid of the air, and then I'm just going to put this on my dusted countertop, and I'm going to roll this out. You want to have about a quarter or 3/4 inch of thickness. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. So make sure that you have like a nice little thickness going on around the rim there, because you want it to cook through, but yet you still want it to have that nice fluffy fluffiness when you fry it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these out, and I'm going to place them on parchment paper. As you can see here, goodies, I'm not throwing out the centerpieces. Those are the best parts, so don't throw them out. So I'm doing two types, with holes and without holes. The one without holes, you can fill those with your perfect filling. And I am just going to start warming my oil. So I leave these to warm, to, sorry guys, I leave these to poof again. So you want to leave these for another 30 minutes in your oven, like your oven should not be on, but the oven is the warmest part in my kitchen. So I put it in the oven, cover it lightly with parchment paper, and put it in the oven to poof. So when it's poof, I started to deep fry these, as you can see here, goodies, in some vegetable oil. You want to make sure that your oil is like 350 degrees, or you're going to have this on medium high. Do not put it on high and do not put it on low. And you're going to fry them on both sides until they're nice and golden. Look at that. You want to have them nice and golden like this on both sides. So continue frying up your donuts, my friends. And then you're just going to put them on a cooling rack to cool. And as you can see, I'm all fried up. And what I'm going to do now, I am going to glaze these, and I'm going to also add some sugar, powdered sugar. I'm doing 3 types, but you can go ahead and play with them. You can add sprinkles. You can drizzle them with melted chocolate. You can do cinnamon sugar dusted. You can do plain granulated sugar dusted. You can play around with these donuts. Do what you like. I just glazed a few, and I'm going to fill the rest of them off camera. But guys, let me know if you want to see how I make my fillings for the donuts, and I'll do that for you. So I box these out and I'm bringing them to my church. Yeah, so I'm sharing these with my church family. If you love this recipe and you're new here, hit that subscription button, turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. Until next time, my friends, walk good and let the good Lord bless you.